So how to insert a new enemy or a character inside gdevelop platformer game? Okay, so this is very boring because you can see that you go here and you go to the new template and you see lots of game. And in this, especially in the platformer game, I want to create this. Okay, and I want to insert my own characters. So even I can also go there. So I have made a game on that. So how to insert a character? This will be a series of part of artificial intelligence in game design. Okay. So now what happens is that you have a game like this, and in this game what you are doing is, okay, in this game what you are doing is you are going to play a wonderful game. Okay. So what will happen is, as you can see from here, you have a character like this. Okay, now what you have to do is you have to insert something. So you have to insert something like coins and all those things. For instead of coins, I need more things like coins, candies, or anything. So coin is not a memento for anyone. Okay, only a food could be a very good memento because food is a symbol of love to everyone. So giving money will not make you happy sometimes. Okay, in this world the money is a very big thing, but the truth is giving somebody love is giving them food. So you have one kind of coin here. I want to insert some kind of ring, diamonds, or anything. I want to introduce a new character. So you have a coin. So in this coin I am going to introduce another character. Okay, it is so simple that as you can see here, okay, so you can see from here is the character, all things are mainly interacting with that. Okay, all things are interacting with that. So let me stop the camera now. So now what you have to do is you have to understand that you have to insert a new kind of character into this. First we are going to introduce in the points like coins. Okay, so we are going to the main event. So you have a lots of events like this. So I am folding everything to make it clear. So you have controlling the characters first. So the controlling the character is nothing but you have all these joystick movements and all those things, left and right thing and all those things. These are all not codes. You can simply, so it is just about beginning the stick, activating the joystick, and after activating the joystick you are giving a force or something. 0.4 is equal to or greater than. So these are all nothing but the kind of amount of force you are exerting on your joystick. So you have a play character and all those things. So I don't want to make a multi thing. Okay, if I want a multiplayer thing I will change it. But now what I am going to do is I'm going to tweak two things. Okay, so you have a play character in here. Okay, in this play character is there, and in here you have a monster character over here. Okay, so in this you have collect coins. So I want to change this. I want to insert some new things. So let it this. You can also change this coin directly by double clicking and you can change it. But I am not going to do that. Okay, I will tell you how. So I'm for example, let the coin be there. I want to insert another one. Money and food also I have to insert. So I am double clicking this. Okay, I am double clicking this, going to the sprite, and clicking the add animation and going to the add sprite. So as you can see from here, I have lots of game assets. So these are all very famous kinds of toffees back then in 90s. All 90s kids in India, even in US you have that, so that everybody will like these toffees. So you have this special kind of candy called Sudamata. It is kind of a menthol type of candy. When you just eat it or you just chew it, it will be very cool in your. It will be very cooling in your mouth. Okay, you can feel that cool. Okay, I don't mean that you're cool eating that candy, but it is very how to say is, it is very chill inside your mouth and you can chew it. So I am applying it. Okay, so you have a new sprite, but you don't want to have it in this manner. So what you are going to do is you are going to rename it. So I am going to give it a name called SUDA. SUDA, Suda Mittai in Tamil, what they say. So the next thing will be, I'm going to insert another kind of sprite. Even you can insert an animation also, but I'm not going to do that now. So the other kind of toffee which is so famous is this kind of toffee. Old man will be selling this in South Asia and everything, everywhere. So even Suda Mittai and all these things are very famous. Javu Mittai is very famous. Okay, so I am inserting these things and I'm just applying it. Okay, I'm just applying it. Okay, I'm just applying it. So you have two kinds. I'm also going to insert more things. I'm also going to insert. So I think I don't want this because that could be a kind of copyright problem because it is taken from another channel. Okay, so I'm going to copy. Okay, you can delete this. Okay, yes. So you can have another kind of sprite call. For example, you can add a sprite, and I want a sprite to be in this manner. A very famous sprite would be this Ten Mutai. Okay, so I allow this. You don't have to worry about the resolution. It is somewhat, you can minimize it because gdevelop has that option. And another one would be, I think this would be enough. You can even add more of those things. I will just teach you how to add 3 things now with that coin and the same thing. And another thing would be this Tenga Mutai. Okay, Tenga Mutai is very famous, and you have this. So people will love seeing something local, something very what they are very familiar with. People will love it. So you have these 3 things. It is so simple that this coin is also going to contribute to the game. Okay, as you can see from here, when I'm just playing the game, okay, when I'm just playing this game, I'm going here and I'm just when I'm touching the coin, what happens is, okay, right, so when I'm touching the coin disappears and the animation shows up. Okay, so this is the deal. So now what I'm doing is I'm taking the Suda Mittai and I'm just placing it over here. Okay, in 2 or 3 places, over here and in over here. Okay, 3 places is not enough. I'm also placing it here, and I'm taking this Ten Mutai. So I should rename it. Okay, I should rename it. So I'm renaming it as what? THEA, Tia. And I'm renaming this Tenga Mutai. Okay, Tenga. Okay, THENGA. So this is a kind of adding new diamonds, coins and assets into the game. Okay, now what I'm doing is I'm taking this. So I'm keeping it here. So I'm reducing the size. You can also tweak it over here. Okay, you want to bring it where these layers are very important because there is a base layer, background layer and all those things. Background layer doesn't have any effect on this. Okay, so this is a base layer would be enough. For example, I'm clicking this. This is also a base layer. So you take this again and you can keep it over here. Okay, you can also delete one coin and keep Ten Mutai over there. Okay, because with money what you are going to do, you are fighting with monsters and everybody, but you need what? You need some food, no? You need some memento, you need a candy. Okay, you have in 2 places, and I can keep it in one more place like over here. So I can reduce this, but keeping every asset in an equal size is better because there will be no uniformity if you don't do that. Okay, so you just keep it like this. Okay, now you see that there is no any kind of animation or anything. So now you take this Tenga Mutai and you keep it in 2 or 3 places. So I'm keeping one over here. Okay, so eating a lot of sweet, you could get diabetes. So have that money so that you can buy some buy some kind of medicines, metformin or something for diabetes. Okay, and now what you do is you take this Tenga Mutai and you just minimize it. Okay, keep it over here. You have in 2 places, and I can also delete the one more coin. Okay, I can also delete one more coin, and I'm just keeping another one over here. So instead of coins, we are giving them food. So I could not give biryani or something, no. So I can also make that game again, biryani runner, like that. Okay, now what happens is that these assets what I have introduced now will have no effect at all. Will have no effect. So we are also going to see that. Okay, see, coins are actually interacting, but you can see that these assets have no effect. These assets have no effect. All these candies doesn't interact. Okay, as you click this player thing, you have lots of animations. So we can also change this. We will see it in the future. When you go here to the edit the collision mask, you can change these into a kind of polygon, and you can do anything. But actually this collision mask is responsible, or when it is hitting a coin, after it hits here, it receives a point. So now what happens is that okay, all changes, okay, confirm. So now what happens is that you have changed. Now you have to go to the events, main events. So it is so simple that you can insert the number of thing. So you have a collect coins thing. So you have a player is collision with, okay, is collision with a coin. You have this. So you just copy this thing, Control C and Control V, and Control V. You just click Control C and Control V. I am doing nothing. This is for Ten Mutai, this is for Suda Mutai, this is for Tenga Mutai. What I am doing is, I am copying this. You can copy this and you can paste this. You can copy this and you can paste this. And you keep on adding. So again you copy and again you click here and paste this. So I don't need this much things. I only need 2 or 3 things. Okay, so only 3 things is enough. Okay, you can just delete this. So now what you have to do is, the player is a constant one. We need the player because the player has to hit the coin and you have to receive it. So you go here, okay, and you go here and you check for the Suda Mutai, Ten Mutai and all those things. So you have a Suda Mutai. Okay, you just click it. Okay, it is just Suda. And in here you have to change. Okay, in here also you have to change. You just go here and type SUDA, Suda, and here also Suda, SUDA. Okay, this coin particle is very important because after hitting it, it has to show some animation. Okay, again I am telling you, you have just changed the Suda, and in here you have to change this into also SUDA. Okay, Suda. Okay, and give OK. So everything is changed. After it hits, it should delete it. So the center of the Suda Mutai is center of the image. Okay, so in here what we have given is coin. Okay, in here coin center, coin particle and all those things are given. So in here you have copied it. So the second one would be Suda and Suda and Suda. Everything is okay. Now what would be the third thing? Okay, so now here you have to click. You have to click here and go over here and type TH. Okay, Tia, Ten Mutai. Okay, THEA, Tia, Ten Mutai, and click this. Okay, the third one. Then you click this, and in here you go down and select this Tia. Okay, so in here also it is finished. So you have a coin, Suda Mutai, Ten Mutai, and you need a Tenga Mutai. So Tenga Mutai is nothing but a coconut candy. Okay, so you just go here and THE Tenga, THENGA, Tenga. Okay, and the center of these things are defined. Then the next thing would be here. It is so simple. What I am doing is so simple, anybody could follow. Okay, so Tenga. Okay, so everything is okay. So we have added the coins. Okay, coins and all those things. And here also what we have to do is, you have to add the Suda Mutai. Okay, so in here in here it is not Suda Mutai, it is Tia. As you can see from here, it is Tia. Okay, it is not adding up, but oh sorry, I have changed it in the players. So you should not change it in the players. It is a very wrong one to do. So now you have to go here, click this and add THEA. Okay, after the collision, what is going to happen? It is Thea. And in here, what you are going to do is, it is Tenga. After colliding the candy, you have to take it and eat it. So that is the action of the player. Tega is not, it is Tenga. THEN. Tenga. Tenga means coconut in Tamil. Okay, so you have done everything correctly. Suda, Tia. Player hits the coin, player hits the candy, all these candy, and he eats it and he runs away. Okay, so score is 100 points. You can also change it. For coins, if you have 100 points, you can also change the points. So for candies, I'm going to prefer that I'm going to give some because eating a lot would also start a cavity in your mouth. So 50, and in here I'm giving an added score of 50 because I love every candy, so I don't want to rank them. So in here you go here and give a 50. You can also insert an animation. There is not a problem in that. Okay, so everything is okay. Tenga, tia, suda, coin. So let's see now whether the thing is interacting or not. So you go here. Okay, it is interacting. Okay, the animations also are working perfectly. Okay, let me tell you about the animations. The animations you see here, coin particle, no? In here also, in the coin particle is there, no? You don't want to change it. So let's in this thing you have one more thing. You have some interesting things in the platformer game. Like after beyond this, it shouldn't move. So if you click this, what will happen is this is a collision one. In this, what happens is that this is a boundary. This is a boundary element. After this, so only they have given it externally also. Okay, it should not move. Now let's examine the kind of animation over here. This both these things. So you click these things. No, these are all just a set of pixel images where you just run it. It will run like this. Okay, and you can also edit the collision mask. The collision mask is given in this manner. Yeah, it is better that they are very intact. Very close. It is very better. Okay, so you can also do that. So that's it. If you want to change the enemy character, you can do it. You can add it in this manner. You can add a new enemy character. For example, the enemy character in this would be, for example, I want some kind of strange thing. Okay, I'm just introducing it. Okay, when it is very silent, it is in this manner. Okay, orange or something, you can do it in this manner. But I don't want to have this. So I want to introduce an enemy character. How should I do it? Okay, confirm it. Okay, then you go to the main events. And now what you have to do is you just fold everything for understanding it. Okay, so you just go here. There is a kind of monster enemy. Monster enemy is nothing but this guy over here. You can see this guy, no? This guy, he's a very static one. So they are calling. You can also call him a static enemy. He doesn't move that much. So this is a static enemy. What you have to do is you have to copy all these things and change the events. Okay, so instead of this player, you have to create a new sprite over here and you have to change all the events. And after it hits it, there is a monster particles and all those things moving here and there. Okay, at position and all those things. So monster particle is a different kind of thing. Okay, after you hit it, it shows some animation. For example, I am hitting this fly enemy, no? I am hitting this fly enemy. After you hit the fly enemy, what happens is that player is falling on the fly enemy, jump again, global variable is declared. Okay, and activate the behavior, add conditions, disable the behavior up and down 90 degrees, back and forth, shake the object. Okay, so the fly is defeated. So this is when the fly is colliding. Okay, after it is defeated, you have to do this. So this is a kind of flying enemy. Something walks, something flies, and something even swims. Okay, in this, player should not be changed. Okay, player should not be changed. And you can also change the MP3 player. You can choose a file and you can change the MP3 player. So the next thing would be in here, you can see that this is the fly character. Okay, so this is the fly character. You can change it by the new sprite. Angle and the speed of the pixel per second is nothing but it's animation. It's animation value only. For example, I can show you that. Okay, I can show you that. So if you click that, it will happen like this. So let me get back. So this is the final game. Like this, it is so simple that you go here. So in here, what I have to do is monster enemy, I think is somewhat pretty good. So now what I can do is I can copy all these events. So you can go to the main branch, okay, and copy it and just paste it. And below, what happens is that everything comes. Okay, monster enemy, like that. You can keep on pasting. If you need 3 or 4 enemies, you can paste it, but what you have to do is you have to change this monster character into that sprite or that image. Okay, you can also paste it, but I don't think that this is going to have an effect on that. But only thing is you have to change all the monster and everything. Okay, this is the simple way of doing. So in the next tutorial, what we are going to do is I'm going to show you how to use an artificial intelligence to make this game. Okay, there are lots of internal parameters in this. If I want to tell you about those parameters, I can teach you a lot. So you can see that you have this background and all those things. If you click that, this is a background layer. This background layer doesn't have any kind of interaction with the front thing. Okay, that all those gadgets and all those things. So these are all just collisions. Okay, you have this thing, this is just a sprite, but what you have to know is, as you can see that landing a platform or something, you have only 3 objects. You have a platform, you have enemies, coins, that's it. So I don't think that platform is anywhere. So the game logic also is given over here. Fall into the portal and the platformer object. So in here you click this, so the platformer object platforms also are given over here. Okay, so you don't want to tweak any other things. You can just click place it, because he is only going to land on that. Okay, you don't want to create a separate platform like swimming, or you have a separate thing for that, but you can combine this logic and all those things. So you have a separate thing called game environment. So in this game environment, you have camera, panning. So they have given some calculations on all those things. You don't want to tweak all those things. Okay, this is the very simplest way that you can insert a character and you can keep on building. Okay, at the beginning of the scene, what should happen? Okay, play a cricket ASEC sound and all those things. So it is given over here. So camera should go over here, and in here what you can do is, when entering into the game environment, you can start this. Okay, you can say insert a new kind of, at the beginning of the game you can start these things, and from here it will loop up. Okay, from here after you enter the game, what happens is that everything would loop up. Okay, so this is the total thing. So player character, I don't think it is falling or something. Everything is similar. But in a multiplayer game, I will just tell you, but it takes a control from different thing. Okay, like if you want to connect it with some kind of multiplayer game also, I will teach you. But we will see how to expand our knowledge and do this. But this is the simple way to introduce another character, another sprite or another enemy character into these things. Okay, so I will teach you in a very long tutorial on an artificial intelligence oriented tutorial, in which you can introduce new kinds of enemies. You can introduce new kinds of flying enemies, static enemies. I don't think in a multiplayer game, I guess that if you have this multiplayer game, player 1 and player 2, the player 2, two guys could not play in a single thing. So you have to have a kind of another device that is just tweaking into this and playing. Okay, that is the kind of multiplayer thing what we can do. And also there is a kind of controlling character. So this has no effect. Only you are going to introduce some enemies, something, but the game logic I don't think is going to change. Okay, you are going to the end screen. They have given about the end screen, falling into the portal, update the UI, again you have to update the UI and restart this thing. These are all simple. Okay, when both of them should come, both of them I don't guess, but if one guy enters it will be good. So in the multiplayer game we have to tweak something, so we are not going to code or do anything, we are just going to introduce it. Okay, so I think this information is highly valid for you. So only thing is enemies and coins, these are the new kinds of things we are going to do. Okay, and we are going to introduce a multiplayer game also in future. I will teach you how. Okay, like, share and subscribe. Thank you.